Hello everyone, we're the group 6. The members of this group are Jiaqi, Zhang, Jing and Yiran Liu. Jiaqi's project is to use VR to help stroke patients with limited mobility to have more experience in the rehabilitation process. And this project can help the stroke community to better overcome the difficulties in the rehabilitation process. And Jing's project uses text animation and eye tracking to help stroke patients with aphasia to solve communication problems between patients and doctors in the hospital. And the last one, Yiran's project, is to help stroke patients suffering from emotional disorders through art healing and spiritual healing, so that they can reduce their psychological pain and stress in order to achieve a more positive and healthy psychological state. We will now go over the content of our individual process.
Hello, I'm Jiaqi and this is my project. I believe that animation designed for health can build a bridge of communication between patients, relatives, and doctors through animation. Through the immersive experience of animation, patients can increase their interest in the rehabilitation process, reduce the rehabilitation pressure of patients, and meet the spiritual needs of patients with inconvenient mobility. So what will animation look like in the future? I think it should be a combination of virtual reality and animation. So the starting point of my project is the combination of virtual reality and animation to make a healing game based on VR. Working in small groups, we started by talking to patients and doctors and learned that some stroke patients have limited mobility. I started with Duncan's exercise of keeping his hands open and clenched. I made sure that my games were not finger-specific and had to be played with the palm of the hand or simply by raising the arm. When I was researching healing behaviors, I discovered that plants, through their color, shape, and placement, can greatly relax the mind and vision. As stroke patients are often able to move easily, I use houseplants and the art of floral arrangement can be perfectly combined. The artist I researched used the shape and color of flowers to match each other so that the viewer can relax. On the right is the color pattern I analyzed. Patients don't need to make too complex movements when playing, but they can also reduce the rehabilitation pressure by using plants. So I'm sure I will design a game for my project that allows patients to arrange flowers by simply grabbing them. To increase the interest of this game, I added the exploration of outdoor scenes, which can provide visual and spiritual comfort to patients and also satisfy them to experience the colorful world without leaving home. The patient doesn't need to perform a wide range of movements and only needs a simple leg lift to move forward. Even if the patient is unable to stand, they may be able to move forward while sitting in a chair by grasping with the palm of their hand. My program is based on spiritual healing and supported by rehabilitation exercise therapy. In my future development direction, I need to read more books such as psychology, medicine design, and programming. Animation can help patients and doctors to perform medical operations in virtual reality space and can also use virtual reality to perform physiological and feature treatment of patients. So the combination of virtual reality and animation is the future trend. That is my vision for the future of animation.
Hi, I'm Jing. Next, I will show you 4 aspects for you. The first is method application and group calibration. At the beginning, we learned the method about mapping the discipline, scale, geographic, time, etc., and the group conducted milestone discussions. Through thinking about the methods, I considered that the roles may be able to help patients are not only doctors, but also children, AI, traditional culture, and so on. In my first speech for our class, I mentioned that all my family members except me are doctors. I provide them with research resources. The second, effective communication and relationship building. The projects we do serve patients, so communication with patients and doctors is crucial. I throw face-to-face meetings and email with doctors and patients to collect their daily needs. Like during the conversation, Victoria said it was important to add a religion. She wanted to go there every week, but she couldn't go because she couldn't speak. During the communication with the doctor, he added the words sleep and so on. That is changed by our conversation. The third, innovation and experimentation. In this project, I adopted text, animation, and eye tracking technology. As a student of graphic design, I'm not limited to the medium or vision presentation on paper. My purpose is just that I can better communication with patients. I first guessed the text animation would be more attractive. Then I asked Victoria. She said she liked it. So I did that. I also tagged program and did face recognition. I want to achieve the effect of eye tracking through a computer. After that, I will continue to tag and provide timely feedback to doctors and patients. The fourth, future outlook. I think that not defining myself at this stage, continue to learn, keep trying, and share more with classmates and teachers is what I'd want to do now. I began to think beyond I'm a student graphic design. I start to learn animation, programming, photography, AI, and games, and started reading books on science, psychology, sociology, marketing, etc. to support my views and choose more appropriate tools to design and communicate. Ultimately, to have a great ability to help others. This is what I want to do in the future.
My research direction is about the impact of spiritual healing on aspects of mental problems arising in stroke patients. First of all, I need to introduce the concept of spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is a form of treatment that helps people balance their physical and mental health, relieve stress, and raise their level of inner strength and consciousness through faith, meditation, manifestation, or other spiritual activities. And the main direction of my current research is about chakra healing, crystal healing, mandala healing, and tarot healing. These are some of the books I have read recently. And these are chakra chart I created based on the energy field, and like this, I drew this from the different field of energy and manifestation. Yeah. Also like this mandala dream catcher I made by myself, as well as these candles. They can cleansing the space and they enhance people's sleep, as well as reduce nervous anxiety. And I have been to 2 pop-ups selling these spiritual products, and I have had a lot of good feedback. And these are some of the spiritual healing events I went to. These are mainly about Western shamanic ceremonies. Yeah. And these last conversations are feedback written to my people I have held. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. All of us come from different majors, and this cooperation is not only about the communication of technical aspect of professional disciplines, but also about the combination of thinking and communication and the different professional fields and backgrounds. For example, the research direction of Jiaqi and Yiran is related to autism, but Jiaqi's research direction is more inclined to traditional Chinese religion, while Yiran's research direction is more towards Western spiritual healing. We can combine the two and try to carry out more aspects of cooperation in the later stage. And direction presented by Jing is more forward-looking and combines future technology and medical technology. This is very different from the traditional research direction of Jiaqi and Yiran, but also because of this, we can better compare and exchange. We benefit from each other's strengths and complement each other's weaknesses.
That's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.